Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Kent. How you doing? How you doing? Man, I hope you're doing well. Time again for another pocket dump deconstruction. It's Friday. TGIF. You've been working all week long. This is what you work for, right? The beginning of the weekend. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's Friday, July 12th, 2019, as I record this. This is what I'm carrying today. I have my Mont Blanc Chronograph, which I love. Hold on. I love the smell of this cigar. You know, when I was working all days, I would always bring a cigar and smoke it. I would not smoke it inside the building. I used to call smoking it just sniffing it. You know, there were times when I just needed like a couple of seconds of what's coming after I did the work. Or someone's acting a fool. So I'd sniff it. And just think about when I have peace and quiet to smoke it. Now I'm a consultant. And my peace and quiet to smoke it comes earlier and earlier during the day. This is great. Juan Lopez Cuban cigar. Can't wait. I had one of these not too long ago out of my humidor and just loved it. You know, sometimes you have a nice smoke and it surprises you. You know, an aged Cohiba, super aged Monte Cristo or something. You know, you kind of expect it. But, man, I really love this cigar. And I remember it because every time I go into the humidor, I'm like, no, I just smoked this not too long ago. I'm going to let it sit before I go and hit another one. Shown design pins. This is the titanium version of the pin with the clip on it. I check out Shown Design on Instagram. I really like their Instagram. He just moved into this huge new shop. He moved from Massachusetts. All those years that I remembered, all those years, not too long. I don't know him personally, but when I got turned on to them, and now he's in a big place in Philadelphia, and he just started doing fountain pens. Can't wait to see those. But this is the titanium Shown design pin. And yes, you know, for years I've been using the Smithson notepads, a little bit bigger than this, to standard size. I used them when I was a consultant 25 years ago, and I went back and purchased more of them. I like the little sayings. They're nice blue leather or black leather, just the biggest quality paper and everything. And then just, you know, you're in an important meeting trying to close someone or whatever, and you bring out a notepad to do some notes. You bring out a nice pen and you put down your pad and it says smile or no filter or something like that. You always get a small grin. Small grins in day-to-day business means everything. I'm telling you. And when you get that smile, you'd be surprised how many hundreds of thousands of dollars I've made because I could get someone to smile and forget that this is just about work. Scotch, the blue kind, only because it's Friday and I don't know. I'm still transitioning. You know, I'll be 60 in, sheesh, like a week. And so on the 20th, so trying to figure it all out. Not in my regular job, still working for the company, but as a consultant. and getting more business. So this, let's see if we can get this clear. I know, I told you I was going to spend a little bit more time on the coins this week because I got some new ones. Yeah, the lighting is so tough, especially when you get these proof coins with the shiny back, just reflects everything. This is a special Canadian maple leaf 1 ounce silver coin. It's proof. It was made special for this limited edition. I think it's 100,000 2-coin set. I'll show you the American version. It's a set called Pride of Two Nations. It's the Canadian Mint and the U.S. Mint coming together to do special limited edition of their standard 1 ounce silver coin. So the Canadian Mint makes a lot of silver coins, but their standard one is the Canadian maple leaf. And of course, the U.S. makes a lot of coins, but their standard is the silver eagle. Oh, the new silver eagle is just beautiful. I've been collecting silver eagle. Well, we'll talk about that when I show you the silver eagle tomorrow. But it's the first time that they've come together. So it's a Canadian coin and a U.S. coin in a special set, a limited set. So I'm going to carry this one today. Let's take the knives off of Mont Blanc skinny wallet. One of them. And let's talk about the knives. I got up. I really wasn't going to go anyplace today. And then I decided to just run out to the store. And so I was preparing for a light carry. And then right before I left to the store, I found out I had a lunch meeting. So I wanted to upgrade my knives. You know, most people don't see my knives. They may see this knife, the keychain carry, the keychain knife. Because sometimes, I haven't recently, but sometimes, you know, when I have my office, I just take my keys out in my pocket, throw it on the desk with some other stuff or whatever. But so I was going to go real small. The Spyderco Roadie and the brand new Spyderco DragonFly with S30V. We'll talk about it in that teal FRN scale. And so I was just grabbing them, and then I got the call and I said, let me upgrade it a little. So I'm not carrying the DragonFly, but I am still carrying the Roadie. A lot of times when I carry a small knife like the DragonFly or whatever, I like to have a bigger keychain knife, and usually it's the Roadie. You know, you can get a bigger size keychain knife with the Roadie. It's not that big, but a knife that can do a little bit more. But man, the weight is nothing. It's 1 ounce. I mean, it's 1 ounce like that coin, except the coin has a plastic case on it. So the coin is probably a little bit more than this knife is. Slip joint from Spyderco. They reinvented the small little pen knife. They made it meet all the recommendations, all of the rules for international carry in most places. It's a 2-hand opener. That's one thing. It's a non-locking knife because it's a slip joint. That'll get you there. And it's not that big. I mean, the blade is 3 inches, but of course it has a forward choil. Spyderco does that on a lot of its slip joints as protection. First, you can get a good grip on it, but also it won't accidentally come down on you because of that finger. The edge is 1.7 inches. The steel is Bowler's N690, so really good steel. Smooth FRN scales. Lanyard, but for me a keychain hole, right? Small hole, but that's just for the branding, the Spyderco branding. It's not how you open it. Most slip joints I just pinch and pull up. Spyderco actually put divots, you see that, in the head, which is why you have that little lump to put your fingers in instead of a nail nick. Really like these knives. There are 5 different colors for the Roadie. It's a great everyday knife. If you're looking for just a nice, relatively inexpensive as Spyderco goes, knife, really indestructible, good steel, try the Roadie. And again, you can get it, this is in gray, it's blue, red, gray, black, and orange, I believe. This is what I'm carrying. It's the Blade HQ exclusive small Sebenza 21 from Reeve Knives. And it has the Tanto blade. Of course, S35 VN steel. Just a real nice knife. And again, very limited from Blade HQ. I don't have the numbers on it. Blade HQ never tells you the numbers, but they are very limited. Not available now, but I fall every now and then. I'll come across one. I don't know if it's been given back or whatever. And I was lucky in this 1 month when I just went new Reeve Knives crazy with a lot of Nkosi's, and was lucky enough to find this only through Blade HQ. Now I guess on the secondary market. Of course, I like the small Sebenzas. You know, on Instagram and other places, everyone always debates the pros and cons of the small or the larger Sebenza 21s. I just think it's preference like anything else. I like a smaller knife. This is a very sturdy, smaller knife with all of the great manufacturing that has gone in it. And of course, when you start talking about carbon fiber inlays on polished titanium and a limited edition knife, now you have just a wonderful, you've turned a wonderful, and I like a Tanto blade. I do. The 2 different cutting edges. But you put all that together, and you've got one of the sturdiest gentleman's folders around, period. I love the Menunde. Believe me, I love it from Reeve Knives. To me, in my mind's eye, that is what a gentleman's folder is supposed to be. The size, the shape, everything down to the clip, the weight. But there's no way that that's sturdier than this. Okay? I mean, give me a break. An everyday, but also a beautiful looking gentleman's folder that can get a lot done. Just really nice. That is going to be my carry. This is the knife that I introduced you guys to a couple of days ago, several days ago. And I know, and I told you that it was an exclusive by a distributor that would distribute it to a lot of other places, and they have. The big thing is there's so few of them that they pop up on websites and at knife stores, and they only have, you know, a real small handful, and those get bought out pretty quick. I love this teal FRN scales. It really stands out. I remember months and months ago, there was a teal Delica as well. And the fact that you have this DragonFly 2 with S30V steel. So you've got this upgraded steel, which is enough, really a good thing for this knife, S30V steel, but also you have that color too with the FRN scales. I'm not carrying it this time. I love the little wire clip, everything about the DragonFly. Go check out the playlist and take a look at me talking about that, but I didn't carry it today. Went a little classier. And happy I did. I like that combination. There you have it. Pocket dump deconstruction. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications. Yeah, at some point I will be selling knives. Right now, to be honest with you, as I transition from working 9 to 6 or whatever it was every single day to trying to get this new business going, I'm just enjoying all the knives. I'm posting on Instagram, messy Dessa's worth of knives and stuff. But at some point in 2, 3, haven't even made a firm decision, I'm going to be doing a number of trimmings to the collection. So you need to subscribe, turn on your notifications. Take good care of yourselves. Got to do that first before you help your family and friends. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.